Let's start with this young lady out here, 20-year-old woman. There she is right there, crying on Al Gore's internet. Crying on Al Gore's internet. This is typically how they end up. Gentlemen, live long enough, you'll see a lot of women crying in tears, crying in their soup. All right, they talk a tough game on the internet and when they outside in these streets. But when they get home,
in these streets,
they be crying. They be crying. All of them. Every single one of these women talking shit. I'm tough. I'm good. I don't need. I can do all bad. They be at home crying like this. Every single one of them. All the divorced women telling them they don't need no man. They all be breaking down in tears. This is just what women do. They're built for this shit. Now, this doesn't mean I'm happy to see them cry, but they be crying. Right? They be crying, all of them. Now, what is she crying about? Right there. Rent, $800. Cell phone, $200. Car payment, $120. Car insurance, $250. Hair and nails, $1,200. So what she's crying about is she's in a bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
All right. Reality is the world costs. And for some reason, they just can't get this money situation solved. They can't get it solved. All right. They can get the attention, the likes. They can get the dates and the dick. They can get all that solved. They can get all that. They got the feminist will behind them. They got options in life. They get choice. They get to live free, get their own apartment, buy their own cars, get their own bank account, take out their own loans. But somehow working out this finances, that's where they always lose. Why? Because it costs a lot to be a woman. So yeah, a woman is measured on her ability to support herself. And most of them can't do it. The statistics say most of them are not capable. They're barely even doing that. Men are judged on their ability to support others, other women, other children, other family members that struggle. That's how we're judged on. We're broke if we can't support multiple people, but they're making it if they can support themselves, and many of them can't even do that. Okay. Now, let's see what she's saying here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Bro, like, what the fuck? Like, bro, ain't shit been funny since I turned 20. Like, I swear to God, I want to go back to being a fucking kid so bad. Like, ooh. Ooh.
Hey.
Hair, makeup, esthetician, facials, vagina waxing, everything. That is all independence.
I think I can fix her bind. I mean, at least about 2 or 3 times. I can help you out. What do you need help with, ma'am? I think I can help you out. This young little straggle right here. All right, she looked like a nice photo. And was that your smoke detector battery? Was that your smoke detector battery, I heard? Can't even get your smoke detector done. All right, but of course, they making it out here with their smoke detector just chirping. There's a woman watching me right now, and her smoke detector just beep. Every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, their smoke detector just a beep. All right, anyway, I can help. I definitely can fix his that bind. All right, little straggle.
I got money.
Yep, I can. 20, you say. I can fix his that bind. All right, 20, that's right up my alley. All right, yeah, get him, Daddy C.
Get him, Daddy.
All right, 250, I got you, baby. All right, send her over here. All right, that's just the basics. And then she's struggling with just the basics. We ain't even got no groceries. All right, she definitely ain't got no groceries in the refrigerator. All right, shit, $200? Gotcha. All right, I can get that. All right, but anyway, she got her hair and nails done. We got another one out here, gentlemen. Let's start this one up out right here. All right, they be talking that shit in your face, but this is how they live.
So fucking frustrated right now. Like, I'm super grateful to have 3 streams of income. I know at one point I was praying for these jobs to be able to pay my bills because I knew how bad it felt to be so desperate to have money. And like, you know, like the type of things that I had to fucking do to come up with money, it's shit that people don't even fucking know about. Like, And that's why I don't think people like it's also frustrating because it's like working 3 jobs is so fucking tiring. I'm balancing school full time on top of that. I'm still in a fucking relationship. I still have to make time to talk to my friends and family. I haven't even seen my friends and family in 2 fucking years because I've been in such a bad financial hole that I haven't had any fucking extra money, let alone enough money to just pay my bills, but money to have to even just fucking travel or go any fucking where. Like, and it's just so frustrating because it's like, now that I'm in school and stuff, I feel like I don't make time for studying. I feel like I'm not really like, before I feel like when I was in school, I was like super passionate about it. Like I was like studying, you know, I was taking in all my information and stuff. And it feels like now I'm struggling. My test grades are bad. I have to keep having to do retests and stuff because I don't have time to study. I work every fucking day. And it's like when I'm not working, I'm at school, which is great, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I just have a terrible balance. And it's like, I don't know what to do because it feels like I have to keep 3 jobs to be able to pay off all these fucking debts and like bills and shit. And it's like, I also feel like all these 3 jobs is taking away from me being able to focus on my business and my content and stuff that would actually make me money and push me forward. And like, you know.
Let me stop this right here, man. You're going to stop the bleeding. Gentlemen, this is why being a free agent is so important. You got to realize this freed you. Feminism freed you. A lot of you guys are still mad at feminism. And I used to be like, feminism screwed all this up until I realized it freed men. It freed us from having to deal with this bullshit. It freed them because a lot of women are like this. I call this distracted. Okay. She's just distracted. And a lot of women don't realize they're distracted. So when they're dating, they're like, well, I got my friends for Sunday brunch and I got my volunteer work. I hand out food to the homeless on Sundays during a football game. And I got my father and my family and all of their events. And then I got my dating life. And then I got my 2 jobs. And then I got my school. Then I have my career. That's called distraction. That's a distracted woman. Anytime you're talking to any person like this that you're dating, and they sound like this, just tell them it sounds like you're distracted. Because in their mind, they're busy. But busy implies that you are doing something that creates something. You're creating leverage. You're creating an advantage. But you're not busy because you're not making an impact. You're not creating wealth. You're not building something. Your work is not making you get into a leveraged position. That's not busy. Slaves were not busy because it wasn't profiting them. They were just distracted. They were kept busy for somebody else's profit. You're distracted. None of these things are making a difference in your life. You're trying to hold on to all these things. You don't want to lose all these things, but you want all of these things. I want a relationship with my family. I want a relationship with my sorority sisters. I want a relationship with my boyfriend. I want jobs. I want access to money and wealth. I want a degree. You're distracted. You're not busy. And these women, I'm so busy, I couldn't message you back. You're distracted. You're not busy. So you need to figure out that you can't have everything. Trying to hold on to everything. How am I supposed to keep my relationship going? How am I supposed to pay these bills? How am I supposed to have fun and be social? How am I supposed to have my allegiance to my father and my family? You're not supposed to. Then you mad that you got to go to 1 job, 2 job, 3 job to make ends meet. You're spinning your wheels. You're a hamster wheel. You're busy. You think you're distracted.
It'll give me like opportunities in my career field, like with my skills, like
career. Distracted.
So I could focus on my career.
All right. This bitch can give me an hour a day. That's it. An hour a day. That's all she got time for with all of these things. And it says right here, she works 3 jobs, goes to school at the same time, barely sees her family and friends in 2 years. She's exhausted. Her grades are suffering. Distracted. That's not that, guys. Women are not supposed to be doing all this. No, but they are. All right. I can't stop them. If this is what you want to do, they'll do it. Then they pencil you in. Can I see you Thursday and Saturday? Guys, women will, by the way, let's not talk about the women that are divorced and have kids. If they have divorce and kids on top of that and that, they're completely distracted. Then they'll have a relationship with you and they literally will see you 2 days. 2 days. And they call it a relationship. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, when I don't see you, we can FaceTime when I'm with my kids. You literally going to see them a total of 6 days a month. And if you see them more, that means her goofy ass kids are around, or she going to be running around changing emails. I'll be single, bruh, before I deal with a woman that pencils me in for 2 days in a committed relationship. What am I supposed to do with the other 5 days? Who am I supposed to poke on and fuck? Who am I supposed to grab titty with and grab ass? But they call that relationships. Even long distance relationships. Completely distracted. Let's continue here. I've heard enough of her voice. How about this? This is where we're trying to make an adjustment. I heard these vice presidential candidates even trying to say the same. They want women in the workforce to make a contribution, but they also want people to raise their children. So we haven't figured out quite what women are in our society. We haven't figured it out. Neither have men figured out how to make this work. But this says right here, my hubby sent me this Bloomberg article this morning saying millennial women are quitting their jobs due to menopause. Another issue that I said we're going to deal with is that as women age into their 40s and their 50s, they're going to ramp down their work efforts. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to work. They're just not going to go at it balls out. They're not going to go try to conquer the world. There are some women like this, but very few. Few and far between to even notice to register as an outlier. Most women ramp down their work efforts, particularly when they get into a relationship or they're married or they stop focusing on their career. When they're 20 and 30, they be focusing on their career. 45, 55, ramp down. Ramp down. And it's because of this.
So I thought, okay, I have to do what no man can do. I have to say it. I said, I'm in menopause! Okay.
Yep, right there. So Halle Berry speaks on menopause bill on Capitol Hill. So now they get older. They stop. They know they're not going to be CEO by 35. The CEO shit didn't work. All of that effort and degree ain't paid off. So now let's start quitting our jobs. Let's start getting laid off. The recession started hitting them hard. So there's where the quagmire is. Okay. It says a recent study highlighted in Bloomberg revealed that a significant number of U.S. millennial women, that's ages really between 29 and really 43, 44. Normally they're talking about the women in that 40 group, 29 to 45-ish. It says they're considering quitting their jobs due to menopause-related issues. The research shows how symptoms like hot flashes, sleep disturbances, and mental health struggles, I told you about that mental health, can impact work performance, leading to potential job resignations. The study underscores the need for greater workplace awareness and support systems for women going through menopause, as many feel their needs are not adequately addressed in the workplace. Ninja, man, bruh. I already told you, man, like we don't see what's coming ahead, guys.
Told me, I finally realized she wasn't going to say it. So I thought, okay, I have to do what no man can do. I have to say it. I said, I'm in menopause! Okay? And that's why I'm having this issue.
There we go right there. Man, we don't see what's coming, man. We don't see what's coming. We are literally at the moment of truth and the point of no return. We haven't solved these problems. These problems are new to us, and we don't have solutions. We don't have solutions. That leads to this. We have this young one lady, a whole muskrat. Shout out to her. We got a mealy mouth muskrat here. Let's get to it. We have 3 minutes of this video, so we got to sit through a lot. I'll have to pause it to teach. This woman says, I just found out my degree is useless. Now, before I play the video, we have another woman saying the 8-hour workday was designed to keep you broke and unhappy. What happens? Look at her age. Where's she at? 40, 45. What happened? She want to ramp down. She wants a soft life. She wants to hit that soft girl era. She wants to be demure. She wants to have a family. She not hitting CEO. She realized she didn't hit the glass ceiling. Let's ramp this shit down. Even Kamala Harris. Right here. I will get rid of the unnecessary degree requirement for federal jobs to increase jobs for folks without a 4-year degree. What about that student loan debt, ma'am? What about that student loan debt? Now we're trying to get jobs without degrees, okay? And guys, this is for women. This is not for men. This is for women. She's talking about the 8-hour workday designed to keep you. She's talking about for women. They're not talking about for men. Men, get your ass to work. She's not talking about for men. She's talking about for women. Just so you guys know this, I'm reading between the lines. Read between the lines. My job, my degree is useless. She's talking about for women. They're not talking about men degrees because remember, women are now outperforming men in college. There's more women in college than men, but many of them are coming out with useless degrees and student loan debt. Let's break this woman's video down so you can see how shocking this is. Shout out to the Joker.
This isn't going to be one of my...
All right, I got her on triple speed right here. All right, of course, they be crying in the car, bro. She gonna cry in the car.
Normal, happy-go-lucky videos. I just got some bad news, and I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. So, as most of you may know, I am pursuing an English degree, and I sat down with my career counselor at my school today, and was basically like, I wanted to start applying for some jobs because I'm graduating in a few months, and she basically said that you can't get any jobs with an arts degree unless you want to go into teaching or something like that, and I don't want to go into teaching. Like, I tried explaining to her, my dog doesn't even know how to sit. I'm not a good teacher. I can't do that. Anyway, so right there in the meeting, I just kind of started crying because I've spent about $100,000 so far.
Now, you're telling me this is normal? You're like, this is what they're not talking about. They're talking around this issue. They're talking around this. They're not telling you this, men. They're not telling you men this when you're going on dates with them. They're not telling you men this when you're thinking about marrying them. Trust me, they're not. They're not telling you this when they're out here talking about, we're out here lapping these men. All right, we're lapping them in education. We're lapping them in buying houses. We're lapping them in college degrees. We're lapping them. They're not telling you this. I know this for a fact. I've studied the numbers. I worked at the universities. I know this. I've seen the women crying. I've been at Fixes Binds LLC for 5 to 6 years. I know this is happening. You cannot deny it. You got an English degree. Worthless. You got $100K in debt. Man, who would let you do this? But they're letting them do this, telling them that they're going to beat men at their own game. But men aren't going to school and majoring in these goofy ass worthless degrees. That's why there's less men in college. They're not telling you that. They're just saying you're not doing what you need to do as a man. You need to get in college. But the majority of the college degrees are worthless. And they're coming out with debt. Sometimes not even with the degree. They're not telling you the truth, gentlemen. They're making you feel bad. I know I made you feel bad for wearing Fruit of the Looms. All right, but that's neither here nor there. They're making you feel bad on metrics that don't matter, that are going to cause these women financial strife. They're owning more homes, but they can't even pay for the house no more. They're getting the houses repoed. I mean, they're getting the houses, not repoed. All right. Why am I forgetting the word? All right. They're getting the houses foreclosed on them. They can't even meet the expectations. I got a woman that says, hey, I'd rather pay high rent than this mortgage because I get less house for more money. All right. So these metrics don't matter. All right. They're attached to these metrics where they're thinking they're beating you and getting independent, but they're not. In the long run, they are literally losing.
Can't do that. Anyway, so right there in the meeting, I just kind of started crying because...
What I tell you, they always crying, bro. I mean, they gonna be crying, bro. They gonna cry in the car. They gonna motherfucking cry in the car. These metrics that they saying they beating you in, they are fucking drowning, bro. And the data shows this. This ain't no woman hate. They are drowning, fam. And they be crying in the car. Hold on for a second. They be crying. trying to figure this shit out on their own. Listen, I'm free for this, baby. If you need 250, let me know. You need 250, I got you. I can help this Millie Mouth Muskrat for 250. That's a little high. 200. I can help you out with a quick 200. What you need? What you need? Come make me feel good. Come make daddy feel good real quick.
Get him, daddy.
And go back to your car. All right. Come rub on my leg. Come rub on my leg. But what I ain't going to do is marry you. And nobody should marry this woman with $100K debt and an English degree. And mental health pills. All right. But you can rub on my leg. All right. I'll let you do that. Put them pink toes up. All right. Let's continue.
I've spent about $100,000 so far for this degree, and I didn't have that money, so that's all a loan. So like my student debt is like close to $100,000, and I'm not even done my 4th year. And you guys might think that's a lot of money, but I wanted to stay on campus every year, so that was like an extra like $15,000 a year because I wanted to be able to go to the campus parties and the dorm parties, and you can't.
Now, if men did shit like this, they would criticize us, bro. What? You ran up $100K debt so you can go to the campus parties. See, they don't let men make these decisions, bro. They don't let us do this. They would call us all kind of losers. People will talk us out of this like, bro, are you serious? Your own daddy will not let you go to school. I ain't paying for that shit. Oh, my Lord. I mean, again, there are feels. I want to feel like I do this. I want to feel included. I want to feel social. I want to feel 100K in debt. 100K. Dude, I'm not in 100K in debt. Well, I'm not in 100K in debt. All right. Let's continue here.
And I didn't have that money, so that's all a loan. So like my student debt is like close to $100,000, and I'm not even done my 4th year. And you guys might think that's a lot of money, but I wanted to stay on campus every year, so that was like an extra like $15,000 a year because I wanted to be able to go to the campus parties and the dorm parties, and you can't go to these parties unless you're living in the dorms. That's the only way you can get a ticket, and I know like I couldn't miss out on that. You guys understand? Like that's so I had to. I have trying.
Man, bruh.
So much debt, and I didn't really like while I was in school. Like you don't really consider it. So I guess I'm just feeling pretty useless. Like I can tell you that Italy in the book A Room with a View represents liberation and sexual freedom. I can tell you, you know, that it's not good to lock your mentally ill wife in the attic. And this is the freaking 3rd Jane Eyre book I've bought in the last few years. In the 2nd year, I bought it, and I thought I was done with it, so I sold it. Then in 3rd year, the class that I'm taking, we're reading it again, and I was like, hey, this is definitely the last time I'll ever have to read Jane Eyre. I sold it, and now I'm in my 2nd semester of my freaking 4th year, and I have to buy this stupid book again.
I'm going to the streets.
So done with Jane Eyre.
Oh.
Oh, the humanity.
Is you need a book? Is that what you need, baby? Is that what your problem is? You just need a book? Well, fortunately, at Fixes Minds LLC, I got you.
Get him, daddy.
All right, I definitely got you. Is the book that's what's causing you a problem? Come see your boy CGA. I think we can get that book. I can get that book for you. Is this what we're doing? Somebody said, "Is this satire?" I don't think this is satire. All right, it sounds like it's satire at this point. All right. Yeah. I think she done. She not even 22 years old, and it's somebody said, "Is this real?" Somebody said, "Is this real?" This gotta be satire.
There, I get it. I get it. You shouldn't lock your mentally ill wife in the attic, okay? I get it. I think we all get it. So, anyway, it's Robbie Burns Day, and I guess I'll just say the best laid schemes, oh mice and men, gang aft agley, because that's literally my mood right now. This is why we need loan forgiveness for people like me.
What that mean?
Anyway, I hope you guys are having a better day than I. Take care, and yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, the humanity.
Well, oh no. Oh, that was terrible. All right. That was interesting, man. Yeah, I think, that Jane Eyre book that triggered her. She definitely got triggered on that one, but that's where we are. This is where we are, guys. Listen to this young lady right here. Well, not a young lady. She definitely an old lady. But listen to them, guys. They're bringing these leftovers to you.
So we work 8 hours, because you're tired when you come home. You don't have any time for yourself.
Hold up. Let's see here. Something skipped in the video. Play it. Where's the volume?
Workday. But we know, like you and I both know, that we are not productive for those entire 8 hours, and most people could probably get that job done in half the time. So then why does the 8-hour workday remain the standard? It's not for your benefit, because you're tired when you come home. You don't have any time for yourself. You don't have the energy to do anything. You come home, you just plop on the couch, watch some shows. What comes on during those shows? Commercials? Advertisements? What do you buy when you're on your way home because you don't have time? Takeout? What do you do while you're watching TV, you're scrolling, and maybe your life that you're not really happy with? Paying more money for convenience and instant gratification? And you think about making more money, but you're so exhausted, you don't have the time or energy to think about learning a new skill, starting a business. You don't prioritize saving or investing your money because you're not worried about tomorrow. When you're so stressed out about what's happening today, your mind becomes bogged down. And so you work and you work and you spend and you spend. And companies get richer and richer. And the longer you do this for, the further down that tunnel you get, the harder it is to pick yourself back out. And then you get to a point where you're almost stuck on this treadmill for the rest of your life.
I mean, I was just telling you that. I was just saying that. That's where they are, guys. They're stuck. I mean, again, I always say, you know, it kind of leads them into servitude. This whole idea of feminism and freedom, it's not feminism and freedom, but they find out too late. It's a trap, right? They find out. Now, some women find out and they win, right? That's a small percentage of women. Like there's some women out here that get there what they need to get done, and they win, but they have to lose something. Everything requires a sacrifice. But the majority of women get stuck on a hamster wheel. Then they try to find a way to figure it out. Then they're 40 and they're like, you're 40, I'm 40. We make a good power couple. But she doesn't have any time for you. She doesn't have any time to even do anything for you. She can barely do anything for herself. So then she starts to get rational. Wait, the 8-hour workday is not actually, well, maybe the 8-hour workday prevents you from working 10 hours, but that's neither here nor there. And if they only paid you for 3 hours, you would be broke, number one. Number two, if they only made you come to work for 3 hours, you would only work 1 hour. All right, so they know they got to force you to be there for 8 hours to get 2 or 3 hours out of you. Everybody knows that. But that's the life you chose. These are decisions. All right.
Because it doesn't matter how much you spend, even though you get a little happiness out of it then. It's this hedonic treadmill. You always want more.
More. And this is the plight of women. More. Guys, I've been telling y'all for a long time that $4,000 a month, women cannot live out of. They can't live off of it. Ladies, tell these guys. Women make $4K a month. They can't live off of it. Now, some women will find a way to live off of it. They will get into a situation where maybe they will move in with a roommate or a relative, but they want more. You think they're satisfied with $4K a month? Most men would be somewhat satisfied. 50% of men would be satisfied with $4K a month. You figure out a way to live and support yourself. Right? Some men have supported family on $4K a month. But today's women cannot do it. All right, we have a woman, I can. All right, but this woman got to hear, she got a whole bunch of things she need. This woman right here, she going to need about $4K. And that ain't even covering the groceries. Right, so. All right, so listen to what they're telling you right here. She's like, I can't do it.
So we work 8 hours. 8 hours is the regular workday. But we know, like you and I both know, that we are not productive for those entire 8 hours. And most people could probably get that job done in half the time. So then why does the 8-hour workday remain the standard?
It's easy. Dude, that's too easy. Of course, again, are they saying this when they're young? They're not. That this is the so-called freedom that they work for, and now they're finding out they're in the hamster wheel, they're in a trap, and they're not getting out of it. So this is what's causing the frustration, because today, honestly, the same women that are getting into these jobs, they took these jobs away from men in order for that to work, right? Everybody can honestly say that that's the truth. So men have been having a reason to have, like, there's less incentive for men to be able to continue to perform when there's DEI and affirmative action and quotas to fill. So men now don't have the ability to support a woman like this. So even if we got together, we're still going to be in financial trouble, because she's going to want to spend, consume. She's going to say, your money is our money, but my money is my money. And look at these teeth. What's up, Doc? Why the long face? All right. It's an interesting quagmire to be in. Let me play this Kamala Harris clip. All right, just so you can see what she's talking about here. All of her solutions, Kamala Harris, are socialist. All right, I mean, you guys love communism, don't you? Listen to this.
I will also make sure good paying jobs are available to all Americans, not just those with college degrees. For far too long, our nation has encouraged only one path to success, a four-year college degree. Our nation needs to recognize the value of other paths, additional paths, such as apprenticeships and technical programs. So as president, I will get rid of the unnecessary degree requirements for federal jobs to increase jobs for folks without a four-year degree, understanding that requiring a certain degree does not necessarily talk about one's skills.
I don't have faith in humanity anymore.
Straight jacket.
I don't have faith. So wait a minute. Let me get this right. They were supposed to go to college and get that degree. Now that they got that degree and it's useless and they stuck with the debt, now we're going to give the jobs. The degree's not important no more. Okay. All right, now the degree's not important no more. It sounds like, yeah, bro, it sounds like what we were doing before. Y'all made everybody go to college and get degrees. And now everybody's stuck in debt. Now you can't alleviate the debt. Now we're out here trying to work some magic around the backside. Oh, no. We should have jobs where there ain't degrees now. Yeah, brother, these people, man. Crazy, man. They got y'all by the short hairs, as they say. Enjoyed this clip? Check me out on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel for the best morning live stream every weekday. And of course, we're back for the evening live streams as well. Check out the times and the featured channels on this channel right here. And also the links are in the description box. I will see you there.
New world order.